Come back with breaking news. According to the AP on Twitter, media reports Chicago prosecutors have charged R&B star R. Kelly with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, which is that's a big development since the documentary came out just a couple of weeks ago. He will actually face a legal challenge. And Fox News had also reported that 2 more women have come forward with accusations of rape against him. I can't be any more specific about the actual charges. I'm sure that we'll have that soon. And you can expect that this is a topic that we will be discussing on the main show, The Young Turks, a little bit later on today. With that, let's turn to happier news. It is incredibly likely that the Democratic primary this time around is going to be as dirty as the last one, as aggravating, as charged with emotion. And so I want to at least start off with something a little bit happier, a little bit lighter, and attempt to keep people grounded with their eyes on the prize of where this thing is actually going to go. And so I started the Say Something Nice challenge in terms of politics by tweeting, "Challenge, say something nice in the comments below about a candidate you have no intention of supporting." With the goal being that you can acknowledge good things about people you won't vote for. You can acknowledge bad things about people that you will vote for. Simply because you support someone and want them to be president does not mean that they are an angelic being free from sin. And just because that person is the best one doesn't mean that they are going to be surrounded on the debate stage by literally the spawn of Satan. So let's acknowledge some good things. Now, some people questioned whether this would work. Dork Sports Guy tweeted, "Isn't this level of positivity and maturity breaking all Twitter protocol?" But it turns out it wasn't, because thousands of you did in the end respond. Some people had to be dragged into it. Ben Mankiewicz originally was very sarcastic, but I pressured him, and so he did engage in the challenge by saying, "Fine, Tulsi Gabbard is perhaps the lone candidate who will drive a critically important conversation about reducing our military spending and curbing our use of force around the world. Happy, John? Yes, Ben, for once you've made me happy." And other people jumped right into it. So Emma Vigeland, a big friend of the show, said, "Cory Booker really cares about animals and it's not for show. He has a long history of pushing for animals' rights. Tulsi Gabbard's support of an anti-interventionist foreign policy is rare and much needed. Amy Klobuchar can handle the cold really well. I like this game." And you know what, Emma? I like this game too, so let's play it some more. Sarah Smith, candidate in the last cycle, tweeted, "This thread makes me kind of happy. I respect the tenacity of Senator Gillibrand and Kamala Harris. It's hard to be an outspoken woman in politics. Cory Booker is a great public speaker and really seems like he wants to do good, even if he's a little lost getting there." So there, she at the end started to stray a little bit, acknowledging some of the complications and problems, but still very much in the spirit of the Say Something Nice challenge. Josh Belsman said, "Bernie Sanders has a moral conscience worth admiring and economic policies worth pursuing." Now, I tweet things like that, but understand, Josh isn't going to support Bernie Sanders. He doesn't want to vote for Bernie Sanders, but he can look at Bernie Sanders and say, "I get why some people like this person." In the same way that Emma, who is not going to vote for Cory Booker or Amy Klobuchar, can acknowledge, here is why people like who these people are, their history, what they stand for, what they'd do if they were elected. So in that spirit, let's move on. Sarah responded, "Kirsten Gillibrand has an admirable record of opposing Trump and, in fact, has the lowest Trump score on 538.com. One more, Cory Booker is vegan, which shows he's capable of personal sacrifice in the service of principle. It speaks very well of his character." Console Shades responded, "Elizabeth Warren has taken some good stands against Wall Street in the past, and I think with strong progressive leadership, she would be a strong ally for many progressive ideas." Elisa tweeted, "Bernie Sanders' career-long commitment to the underserved is admirable." And Matt Miner tweeted, "Kamala Harris is smart as hell and her mind moves at lightning speed." And there were so many of these, literally thousands. Now, it's not all roses. Some people were completely disingenuous. Yes, there were some funny ones complimenting Donald Trump that were not compliments of Donald Trump. Ben Mankiewicz had said that he buys only the best self-tanner. And there were some people who just wouldn't do it. They were just responding to these positive things by saying, "Yeah, but what about..." And like, the thing is, every other second of this primary is that sort of reply. For once, just briefly, for a couple of minutes, let's acknowledge that all of us are humans worthy of respect and dignity who aren't necessarily in politics only for the bad reasons. There's plenty of it. I mean, there are, like, I even feel the knee-jerk response to be like, "Yeah, but they're funded by..." But we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, okay? But I don't want us to end this process assuming that if we don't get our perfect candidate, it is because some like cosmic plot has been undertaken against us, or that if I disagree with people, by the way, up to and including Bernie Sanders, that doesn't mean that they're awful. I can agree with people that I don't want to vote for. And so let's just keep that in mind. I'm going to occasionally unearth the Say Something Nice challenge throughout this primary. Please engage if you see it. Thank you very much for watching this clip from The Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.